Hello and welcome back to Crusader Kings III. I'm Absurdides here in 𝗬𝗏𝗲. We got a lot of territory. This war with Italy is still going on, although it is very nearly done. They're at 99% and they're probably ticking war score. We just got a claim on the whole Duchy of Anjou. And I think we're just going to go after that right away. It's only going to cost us 113 prestige to go at it. Because she's a female ruler, that hardly seems fair, but okay. Declare that war. We're going to move our rally point over to Nantes, raise all our armies there. And go to work. No, don't walk away from me right away. Alright, I probably should have just raised them on the other side, but we'll go chase them down. Yep, Marshal with the 56. Wow, he's so good. The power of the scriptures. Bishop Pancrazio often quotes passages from the scriptures about the holy virtues. I should prove I have paid attention by quoting a passage of my own, preferably one which complements his personality. What is his personality? He's callous, wrathful, and shy. Let's try ferocity. I am sure Bishop Pancrazio has said something about the virtues of being wrathful. I cannot recall the exact words, so I allow myself some creativity. Unfortunately, the bishop is rather conservative. What are you talking about, he sneers. Those are not the words of God. Perhaps I should have read the scriptures more often. Well, screw you, 19-year-old bishop. How did you get to be a bishop at 19? Doesn't matter. Boson. Higgs Boson. That's your name. And let's go kill his army. We captured someone. Did we stack wipe? Oh, wow, we stack wiped. That's pretty incredible. That is their capital. Let's go siege that down. Neighboring ruler won war. Oh my god, we're back at 50%? Oh no, this is mine. Okay, the whoa. Whoa. Aquitaine. Calm down with the big letterings. Aquitaine just absorbed the Kingdom of Italy. That is amazing. Well, they're going to be a little harder to take on, I guess. King Crusader II is now king of Italy as well. Man, he can basically start an empire. He'd have the kingdom of something, Aquitaine, and Italy, probably. And, I don't know, does Switzerland get a kingdom in there somewhere? I don't know, it might. Maybe not. Scheme at court. Yes, of course, we're scheming at court. This is non-stop. A liar's pay. I was shocked when I caught my grandson Jacques trying to steal from the travel chest of the visiting Mayor Thomas. He blamed a game another child had invented, but I could tell he was lying. You have to learn how to get away with your lies. He can become deceitful. Or keep deceitful. Gain honest or humble. Humble is pretty much all around good, except for the opinion of arrogant, so we'll let him get humble. There you are, child. We take on the stress for you. Speaking of which, we can talk to a confidant. People lose some opinion of us, we don't care. We lose 19 stress. Made a friend. We, Squeegee, who is maybe... No, he's not our spy master. But I remember seeing him around. He's decent. Of a similar age? Yeah, he's 2 years older than us. 48. The character is now, or has been for a while, but is now older than me. Absurdides is older than Absurdides. Alright. Keep this siege going. How did you get like 1,000 troops out of nowhere? Did you just hire? No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's not gonna matter. A good Catholic. I'm known as a deeply pious man. Surely my devotion to God should be good for something in this life too, and not only the next. There are a number of people who would do well to be reminded that I am in the Lord's good graces. My dedication should be shedded from the towers. Spend 50 piety, gain 150 prestige. I have been too lenient with the church this year. Gain 170 gold, lose 100 piety. Where the king bishop surely appreciates a devout lord. Pope Leo V gains 30 opinion. Yes. Yes. Pope opinion is good. Someone wants to arrange a betrothal. I'm headed for my chambers to enjoy some blessed sleep when I hear a faint rustle from a window. Just the wind, I think, until the wind starts to speak. Blanche, open up, my beauty. It is I, Sauron. I push the shutters open, and lo and behold, a man has climbed up to Blanche's window. It is 𝗺𝗫𝗄 Sauron of Buchan. This is my courtier. She's pregnant and married to my son. By the Satan, have you no shame, guards? Okay. So, does that mean... I don't know what that means. We could get a claim on the Duchy of Bar? That would take us to war with Aquitaine. I mean, I'm tempted to take it, but... Also, you want a council position still. You're still no better, so no. Dynasty members can get married. Again, this is just all kids that need to be set up. You, strong child. Granddaughter Elodie. Matrilineal. With, you, strong child. And Bozon, the newborn. Already thinking ahead. It's only our granddaughters that really... no, we'll do that. That's French kid, so that's good too. Oh, matrilineally, please. No, wait, no, this is Bozon. He's, yeah, okay, we're good. Kids need education focus. What is your deal? Why do you need an education focus? No, here we go. Bertha. You are charming, diplomacy or intrigue? I say intrigue. Beatrice. Pensive, stewardship. And who was that? Beatrice? Bertha. Rowdy, martial or intrigue? Intrigue. Louis. There's so many kids. Curious. Why don't you go learning? I don't do too many of them on learning. Eve. Pensive. Stewardship or learning? Stewardship. And Cecily. You're rowdy. We'll go intrigue for you as well. Children lack guardians. Stephanie Mackenchiez, you are studying intrigue. We'll take care of that. Grandson, you are studying diplomacy. So how about my daughter Maria? That sounds good. And for Louis Mackenchiez, 6-year-old, studying learning. My antiquarian and court physician, or my bishop? They're about the same. They both don't like me. How about my courtier Blanche? Yes. Dynasty members can be invited. You can create the Duchy of Brabant. Yeah, get rid of that. Yeah, we took care of that. We can demand payments from 𝗺𝗭𝗆. And we're not endorsed by our bishop because he's a doughhead. Oh, we almost have enough for the claim. Excellent. 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 Okay, that takes care of the marriage things. We can petition our liege. Realm peace. Fortified borders. Help raise county control. Fortified. Well, we do have a lot of borders with other realms. I don't know what this does, and I've never done it, so let's try it. We'll go take a walk to Paris. We don't need experienced captains. We don't need forest guides. Start traveling. Thank you, my liege. Okay, so I'm escorted into the King Louis's throne room, where he beckons for me to approach and address him. I coolly outlined the threat posed by the realm's neighbors, drawing attention to the kingdom of Aquitaine and the risk posed to my lands. After listening to the speech, he smiles warmly at me and states, "Absolutely, vassal, I shall dispatch my agents immediately to take care of this matter." He gains stress. He loses money. He gains opinion of us. And all holdings bordering other realms gains marcher fortifications. The holder of this county has requested... Okay, so fort level +2, garrison size +20%, and danger -10. And we gain renown. Thank you, my liege. We can now go home. Travel, the womb of the earth. The fields of Saint Denis are a sight to behold. Every crop in bloom, every leaf green, every stem luscious. I quickly tracked down the source of the verdancy, spotting a man standing in a field, seemingly holding a lecture of some sort to a gathering of listeners. My name is Master Bozon. We have a child named, well, a grandchild. He notices me in the distance and turns in my direction. My knowledge of gardening is vast, yes, incomparably vast, so stay a while and listen. Color me intrigued. We gain down to earth for 10 years, which increases our learning and gives us a health boost. I'm down for that. We're already a gardener, so let's take that. Thank God I can go inside again. We have finished that. He wants to go try and do some bad things. We can pay homage now to our liege. I think we should start the university visit. I do want to do another pilgrimage as well, but this is the big costly one. So we're going to plan a visit to the Vatican. We are going to pass through a lot of mountain. So let's add Mountaineer and Mercenary Guards. Sure, that'll do. We want lots of materials, and that's going to cost us 541. We are going to study hard. So there we go. Our son 𝗺𝗺𝗺 will take care of the realm in our absence. And off we go. And yeah, we're off to crush their army again. Proud through the documents, boast ancient of lesser provenance, etc., etc., County of Orleans. See it done. New heir. No. With the death of Count 𝗺𝗺𝗺 I of Cambrai, your grandson Count 𝗺𝗺𝗺 II of Cambrai is your new something. Outliving a child. Oh God, how could you do this to 𝗺𝗺𝗺? If I have sinned, why did you not punish me instead? He was blameless, my perfect son. Life had so much in store for him. What happened to him? He did not deserve this. 𝗺𝗺𝗺 has died. Yeah, what happened to him? Did he get murdered? I wonder. 𝗭𝘵𝗫, you're our friends and you like us, as opposed to Bernard, who doesn't. Even though Bernard's better. So 𝗭𝘵𝗫 is now our spy master. Wow, we have a good council. 29 chancellor as well. I really want to know. See, now it feels silly that I didn't try and take some money from 𝗺𝗺𝗺. But yeah. We can modify with Count 𝗺𝗺𝗺 II. We'll increase the taxes. We'll use the hook. Count Absurdides II of Lille. We can do the same thing. You can designate a guardian for Bertha Mackenchiez. You're charming. You're studying intrigue. My courtier. How about my wife? There we go. Negotiate alliances. Yes. And yes. Why is... Count Jacques, Pierre. Okay. You still create the duchy, etc. Claim on the duchy of... Sure, we'll just... Oh, we spend 380 on that. I wish he would give us other options. Yeah, Bar is here. The Duchy of Bar is just there. And that's what? Lotharingia? Kingdom of Lotharingia. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. Frisia, Brittany, West. Okay. Burgundy. Yeah, so Aquitaine could actually be an empire right about now. It looks like they have a big civil war going on. Well, maybe not that big. So, interesting. Maybe we do want to claim on Bar. We'll take it. Okay, meanwhile, we're still trying to get these guys pinned down. Alliance formed. Great. Alliance formed. Great. Weird whispers. Okay, so... 𝗁𝗏, my antiquarian and court physician, is being a dingus. So we could kick him out of our court. We could throw him in jail. We can ask someone else to take care of it, or I can show you. He gains wounded, he gets humiliated, leaves our entourage, leaves our court. I think you're gonna go to the dungeon, dude, and we'll get a better doctor. And then we will... I guess we could negotiate. Oh, yes, we can banish him, take all of his $114. Thank you very much. Do we have anyone with the speed bonus here? Yes, you. Yep, you have no choice. That's all money we paid to him anyway, so I really don't feel bad about that. Okay, we do need a court physician, though. Bishop is average. No, we're gonna have to hire one in. We do need an antiquarian, also average, so I don't know about that. We could do it. Philippa, though, was an option, so we'll just put Philippa in there. Master of the Hunt, we should probably have one. You're excellent. Sure. And... search for physician. Start the search. Now, we are traveling through here, I see. A duel demanded. I have no interest in you or a fair fight, even though I'm pretty sure, yeah, we had 92% chance to win. And he joins our court and our entourage. Sure, let's just beat him. There we go. Joins our court, joins our entourage. The world is full of dangers, even to a duke and his court. As per my request, my servants have inquired after recommendations. Now they have assembled a few options to choose from. You are a novice physician. You are an actual physician. You're also an herbalist. And you're forgiving and generous and ambitious. No, I think Arnaud is fine. Oh, there's... Oh, and Sophie. Decent physician, herbalist, wise woman, conscientious scribe, sadistic, which we enjoy. Don't we? I don't know. So Arnaud has the best learning, but it's only 2 better. She's also really good with intrigue. She could end up killing us, but I kind of want to go for this guy. He's simply just less dangerous to us. And this is, the aptitude is good. Aptitude is good, aptitude is poor. Yeah, we're going to go with Arnaud. Welcome, Arnaud. Jean? Or Jean? Travel, the Metal Man. Yes, we've seen this before. We're just going to lose some stress by leaving him to his fate, because we're sadistic. Cisalpine women. Yes, we love women, and we love Cisalpine women. Only we're still enamored with our wife. She is our soulmate after all. Oh, she's regent now, too. Yes. Our university visit. I'm finally here, walking the hallowed halls of Vaticano, revered seat of all knowledge of the Catholic world. I have so much to learn from the holy men and women who gather between these venerable walls. And what about all the ancient scrolls and books? Of course, major centers of culture are also active markets and offer all kinds of distractions that a student could ever desire. Yes, we know all about this, don't we? Meanwhile, we got to keep an eye on this war. Here, I can close that. It'll pop up again. Foreigners in this land. Vaticano is a center of studies that truly attracts students from all over the world. This realization hits me as I contemplate how myself and many of my fellow pursuers of knowledge, including Wilbrand and Ordonez, are all foreigners in Vaticano. I wonder if there's any way I could take advantage of this. We can all learn from each other. Our university visit becomes much more successful. Culture acceptance between Saxons and French increases 10%, and Asturlanese and French increases by 10%. Okay, yes, let's do that. Mackenchiez dynasty is known far and wide. And we're going to crush these guys. Nice. Enemy combatants captured. Cool. Designated guardian for Beatrice, who is pensive and studying stewardship. How about you, courtier? Prisoners can be ransomed. $20, $30, sure. We'll take $50 dues. And university visit the language of the people. My studies in Vaticano proceed well, but I can't help feeling a bit isolated from the community that surrounds me. I am a stranger in stranger lands, and the language of these lands, Italian vulgar, as spoken by the locals in the taverns and markets of the city, is exotic and mysterious to me. Even among my fellow students and the teachers, many were born and raised here, and being able to share knowledge more directly with them would certainly improve the qualities of my studies. I need to study hard to integrate. We can get critical stress, but we learn Italian vulgar, and it becomes much more successful. I'll do it. We can go for a ride, gain athletic. That sounds good to me. Now, let's... Yeah, okay, we're sieging down another place. That's fine. So we gained athletic. We can't shun food or any of that because we're away. That's going to make managing stress a little harder, I guess. A visit from the King Bishop. Ooh, cool. Attention students, my teacher 𝗬𝗲 shouts, Pope Leo in tow. Our benefactor Pope Leo has deigned to visit us. He is the ruler of these lands. Be on your best behavior. Ah, you are debating bibliomancy. I'm quite fond of that subject as well. I hope your studies are going well, the King Bishop says, while quietly considering. The King Bishop has the power to assign special privileges to students such as myself. Perhaps I should take this opportunity to speak up. I would like to make a generous donation. Of course I would. $175. He gains tons of opinion. Well, actually, he gains 20, but the teacher gains tons of opinion. And the study becomes much more successful. I would like that, because I would like, yeah, to be as successful as we can possibly be here. New learning lifestyle perk. Wash your hands. Restraint and carefree. Stress gain, minus 20%. Let's take that for now. Wash your hands is really good, but I don't see a ton of risk to us right now. What now? A party of peasants. Yes, they come in and then we can teach them how to read. We spend a bunch of money. We gain a ton of stress. Or I could use some servants to carry all my books. Yeah, slightly more successful. We lose 90 bucks and we lose a crap ton of stress. I mean, it's just the stress that's, as much as I want that more successful, I'll take slightly more successful. And we're stress-free.
And, I managed to clear my throat there. This is future absurdities. And I messed up. I forgot to unmute, so most of the rest of the video is without voice. I'm voice-overing right now, so I'll do my best to go through it here. Anyways, what is this? Listen to me, Ordonu shouts maniacally. If you read between the lines on the judgment of the stars, it's obvious. You just need to combine a stick, a piece of ancient salted beef, and a duck, all while adhering to the principles of Aristotelic logic. Trust me, it'll work. Perhaps it wasn't a good idea for Ordonu to study for 36 hours straight. Maybe not. And I believe here we go with, we just the chance to become more successful. And that is good. Meanwhile, our war is still ongoing. We're trying to siege some stuff down. And looking for some artifacts in order to increase our learning lifestyle experience. So we could get the Papal Tiara. That's not going to happen. It's, I mean, expensive, and the Pope would never give it up, I don't think. So we'll go through some filters here and see if there's anything in the trash, like people consider trash. No. Nothing unwanted or cursed. No. And then finding out what is equipped and what is not equipped. That's usually the way of finding what is most available to us. And so here I'm mostly interested in the lifestyle experience gain. But the learning and whatnot, the prestige boost, the castle building construction time is nice. So we're going to go ahead and pick up a couple of these. This one from 𝗁𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃, whatever. We grab her book, and then we grab another book very similar. Gives a small health boost. Actually, no, not that one, because it's only 5%. But that one is pretty much the same. It's a Basque book about books. So we buy that one. Meanwhile, we're trying to marry off all of our kids in the dynasty. This is our grandson Jean, and we'll find an appropriately aged other child. Briefly considering, I think, marrying it off into our own, marrying him off to a girl in our own dynasty, but they would be direct cousins. And so I decided now is not the time for that. And so we just go with random traded child out there in the world. We get to fix our Basque book about books, which we have done now. And trying to get them equipped. Now I had a little trouble here, and I'm not sure why it wouldn't just directly swap them out, but eventually I figure it out. Eventually, just wait for it. I was having a brain, okay? I was having a real brain moment. Just kind of looking through all the stuff we had, but yeah. Just mostly getting distracted because I couldn't seem to make it work until I just kind of brained in that I could remove it entirely from our equipped items, and that would open up the space. Betrothal accepted, very nice. And there we go. Okay, so now we're cooking with fire. And we got a pretty good book from finishing up our education. Or have we done that yet? No, I don't think we've done it yet. But okay, so future, we do get a pretty good book. Spoiler alert, my apologies. And I considered picking up some more, but I think 2 is fine for now, given that we've only got $124 left, and we are at war, and we don't know how much more is necessary. Let's see. Boiling anger. You might be a duke, but you're also an evil oaf. The unprovoked anger expressed by my wife, Duchess Bertha, comes as a complete surprise. She's been under a lot of stress lately, but when asked to explain herself, she only doubled down on the insults. And so we call her a hag. But meanwhile, she doesn't dislike us at all. We're still at plus 100. She just kind of got overstressed, I guess. The war continues. The debate. Teaching at Vaticano takes place for the most part in oral form, and students are encouraged to exercise their rhetorical prowess and to show the progress of their learning in debates in front of their peers and teachers. Today, Enrico has asked me and 𝗺𝗏𝗻𝗈 to take up opposing sides on the topic of opposing computist diagrams to discuss it out. So we, I believe, go here. We gain some stress. With 25% chance to gain stress anyways, to be slightly more successful, but 74% chance to get much more successful. So that makes sense to go for that. And we do here, eventually. And we gain stress. We got the 24 or 26% chance fired off instead of the 74. Unfortunate, but we are now finished. And yeah, we got partway to level 3. Would have been nice to get level 3, but we still get a couple of traits. We gained the trait Golden Sovereign, which is one better than Midas Touch. That's the 5-star learning trait, which is pretty cool. And that's what I'm looking at there. We got 2 stewardship lifestyle perks, so it's still doing stewardship because I guess that's where our education lies, even though we're studying learning right now. But it's not all bad news in terms of learning. We do get a little bit of monthly lifestyle experience for learning, 25%. And we could get 50% more lifestyle experience for stewardship if we were still on it, but it doesn't look like we'll do that, although we will have some more perks. I was trying to look to compare Midas Touched, but couldn't do it. So, and that's the book. +1 learning, medium health boost, and prestige plus 0.01 per month, which I think is a pretty. I think the prestige stuff, if it's not 0.1, why bother? Why put it on there? 0.01 is nothing. You need 100 of them to make a 1, so I don't know. I don't find it very good. But we do equip that book. So we get meritocracy. And we didn't choose to go for that one. We went for the levy, vassal levy contribution increase. Meanwhile, the war continues. We're still sieging down another place. And poetry people. In a nutshell, some Italian poets, I don't know, want to read me their poems. And so we decide, hey, we could try poems. Sure, why not? And I made what I thought was a very wise crack about he's not Italian because he's not speaking with his hands. Ha ha ha. You dummy absurdities. You're speaking into a muted mic, for crying out loud. So anyways, we did gain poet. We definitely needed another trait on that bar, if you look at that. Lots of traits, lots of things happening. And what is this? A foreign treat. Ah, yes. He wants to bring home Sylvana. Or wants to stay with Sylvana, rather. And so we counter with, well, there's room for both of you at home. So we steal away the courtier of whoever Sylvana is at court with. At Siena. I've been talking a lot, so I don't want to read all these, especially we've had these before. I don't want to read every single one. We're just going to have to accept that this is a minimal effort kind of voiceover. I'll read some stuff, but this is not that big a deal. But yeah, we do allow her to come home with him, even though he's married. His wife will love that. This is the fortune teller event where he wants to read us our fortune or something. And we do the thing that we always do, which is be sadistic, seal the tent, and have this witch burned. We lose stress. And local hero, we go ahead and do that one again. We offer a little offering, and that's that. And we have the opportunity to have a commander promoted. This was interesting because it says, your son is welcome to my army, but it's not this guy's son. This Enguerrand guy. Enguerrand? Enguerrand. But he's not very good. I mean, he's not good as a commander at all. So in the end, we just end up going with the more severe approach to, because we'd have to pay him gold to serve as a courtier, and he's not, like, we don't need him. Why does he need to come? He's a twin with no traits, he's craven, you know, etc., etc. So no, my army is not a nursery. Yeah, that's where I realize it costs money. We'd have to pay him money, and it's like, no, I'm not paying money for this kid. Call of the roads. So we have been traveling for a year. Yeah, since leaving home for nearly a year ago, I have seen highs and lows, reveled in the wind blowing through my hair, and lamented the rocks in my boots. There are so many places, so many things I have yet to see out there on the open road. I feel free of the stuffy castle, if only for a little while. The roads are full of pilgrims and wanderers. Perhaps it is among them that I will find peace of mind. Out here I am truly free. We gain Traveler, which we start getting Traveler XP. And I should have looked at what you get when you get Wanderer and Seasoned. But we're working on it anyways. And this is... procession is ground to a halt, a stone's throw away from 𝘬𝗁𝗍𝗁. I look over to see my courtier Jourdain dismounted and intently staring at something on the ground. The other entourage members have gathered around him. Jourdain looks up as I approach. My lord, there's an ant path here. I may be a tad superstitious, but you should never cross an ant path. He pauses. My great-grandfather did, and he never returned home. Yeah, I have the cure for your superstition. He gets wounded. We lose stress. He doesn't like us very much, but, yeah. We're having a lot of events on the way home. And 𝗁𝗍𝗄 just died. The guy who, we just appointed him recently as our spy master. And we're on our way to go crush their army again. And we learned that Isabel, our daughter, is a witch. Robert, this guy, I think we're going to, yeah, we're going to recruit him. We did opt not to go for the hook because it's a hit to how much he likes us, and he didn't have any money to take away anyways. New cultural era. We've joined the evil Madeira. Madeira, yes. I got wine on the mind. Early medieval era. So maybe we do have some new upgrades for buildings. We'll have to have a look at that in the next. So we've appointed our daughter Giselle as spy master. And yeah, we're going to try and get a claim on Rennes. And we need to crush their army again. And I really thought that this would end the war, and we're at 98%. Oh, there's a hermit. A grotto emerges from the vegetation like a stone arch in a cathedral. On its entry, there's a small wooden table and a stall. Someone has left a lantern burning on it. Careful, my liege. 𝗏𝗏𝗏 holds up his arm in front of my chest. There are bandits in these lands. You're quick to make accusations. A dimly illuminated figure stands in the entrance to the cave. I'm merely a hermit, and you, well, you carry the title of Duke. We could add him to the entourage, but, you know, I mean, there's not too much special about him. He's a mystic, but nothing big, so I think we just go on this one. Yeah, we could, I laughed a bit, because we could, after burning someone in their tent for offering to tell our fortune, we could have gotten a prophecy read from him. Oh, yeah, the forests of 𝗦𝗏𝗏𝗏 are swarming with tiny, dark, blood-sucking insects. No matter what we do or where we go, they are there, leeching our blood like a torturous cloud sent by Satan himself. Not only are the horses getting flighty and temperamental, but my entourage is as well, especially my knight 𝗏𝗏𝗏, who is furiously flailing his sanguine-covered arms. And then we can basically do the sadistic thing and make him strip down and walk in front of us. He doesn't like us very much. And that's what we end up going with. Pardon me. The more evil option, or sadistic option, I suppose. Yeah, he loses, basically loses his clothes for a whole year. Which seems a little harsh, but nevertheless. And we get a bunch of experience in Seasoned. Wolf Struggle, we've read these before. Basically, we can save this guy. He's in the midst of a fight against a wolf and not doing so hot. And like I said, we've seen this event several times already. And at this point, I was like, literally like, it's like every county we went to, we got a new event, and I had no idea why. But yeah, he didn't seem really worth saving, like it wasn't advantageous to us, so we went with the stress loss and the sadism. So now we're gonna head down there. Knight Errant, same kind of thing. We can have him come along, and he's quite good, so that's what I opted to do. Oh no, I didn't. Yes, right, we're gonna go search for the healing water with him. And we're going to use him as a distraction. Because sadism. I feel like that's going to become a hashtag somewhere. Because sadism. Yeah. Now you shall make a fine distraction. And we get a healing water. Again. Pretty sure we've already done this one. Just like so. Travel, a study in martial. Andre, the local captain, and a few of his officers greet me as my entourage enter the military camps of Clermont. As he wanders off, I quickly dismount and follow him. A couple of paces forward, Andre stops and turns to the latest siege equipment, which is neatly placed in rows before me. Quite a sight, isn't it? I nod, appreciating the organized chaos I'm observing. Now, what would my lord want to do next? Andre looks at me expectantly. I wouldn't mind some sparring, or what is that contraption, or actually I have somewhere to be. I'm a little ahead of the reading, but there we are. We can gain some martial and something. I'm going to move my little voiceover doohickey. Yeah, I think we decide to get some martial and some prestige at a 99% chance. And yeah, that fires off. And finally, we're home. Amazed. We gained 11 trade experience in Wanderer. We can pay homage. But it doesn't seem like the time. We're headed down there to siege what will hopefully be the last place we need to besiege for the war. With glee, I took Stephanie out to play with a bow, and to my surprise she ran into a wounded doe. When she showed me the animal, its wounds were evidence of a slow and torturous death. Stephanie just smiled. Yes, we're going to make our granddaughter here sadistic just like us. She's quite the character there. She got 4 congenital traits. That's pretty cool. And we're going to try and make her diligent. And it does not work, but that's okay. It didn't cost us too much stress. Bar's true Duke. 𝘬𝘁𝗧𝗧 smirking face invades my mind's eye. Once again, I start to my feet and remove myself from the bonfire with poor excuses, pacing in the dark. I cannot drive that bed-swerver from my mind. The thought of him and his kin unchallenged, gloating in Bray. Will I have no rest until Bar is mine? We could start a feud with House Carling, or just become rivals with Duke Lothar. And considering, like, our wife is a Carling, and our liege is a Carling, and so on and so forth, we become rivals with Duke Lothar II. Yes, indeedy. We gained a rival. Schemer discovered. My son-in-law, Zurar, who is, I forgot, also our rival. And we had started a plot to murder him, but then it got changed by an event. I decided to murder someone else, basically, due to an event. And that stopped it. So in 3 years, I think it was, we can restart the plot to murder him. And that would probably be well, because, you know, murdering your rivals just seems natural in a medieval intrigue game, right? Naturally. Especially when you're sadistic. The Rite of Clergy. Count Heribert recites a passage with a wavering voice from the scriptures held in front of him and then stands silent. Heribert has proven to me to be a member of the clergy, Bishop Pancrazio states, standing right next to the prisoner and treating me to a scornful look. As such, he must be placed under clerical custody. I don't know about that. Surely he could recite a passage of my choosing, or you leave me no choice, don't trip on the way out, etc. But in the end, it's we would prefer to have the opinion of our bishop go up, so I think that's what we go with, because we would like him to endorse us. And, you know, it doesn't really cost us anything. I didn't even know that guy was in our prison, really. And there's the war done. So we get the whole Duchy of Anjou as it stands at that moment. Also, our daughter Isabel comes of age. And just almost done this episode and this voiceover now. And Liege goes to war with somebody. What are we doing here? Oh, we're appointing a marshal, right. And then we're going to have him increase control in Lille. Yeah, at some point here, my audio will cut back in, because I'll have noticed the problem. Oh, yeah, dealing with prisoners. We have quite a few prisoners. So, we get $30 for a baron, and the rest I will sort out next episode. Any moment now. I muted a while back and screwed that up big time. You sure did, dummy. So great. Real great. Yep. Apologies.
just looked over as I was about to finish the video here, and that was the case. So, yeah, we did some stuff. We finished the war. We got the 5-star thing. I don't remember. I remember I muted to clear my throat, and that's when things went wrong. My apologies. These things happen. What do you do? There's not much I can do about it, so we're just going to have to move on. So yeah, enjoy your bit of silent episode, or I hope you did, and we'll see what we can do in the next one. That's going to be it for now. Thank you, patrons. Thank you for watching. And please subscribe if you're out there. It's free and quick and easy, and you'd be helping me out a lot. All right, that's all for me. I talked a lot more than you heard. All right, well, c'est la vie. That's it for now. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see you next time.